Each generation had a fundamentally different childhood. But come Monday morning, we're all working together on the same project. Somebody that was born in the 1990s is going to be running your company soon if they aren't already. We need to understand this generation that's about to be the majority in the workforce. Generation Z, they are too young to remember September 11th. They are younger than Google. If we don't have a house and we don't have a spouse, no kids that we know about, haven't put our roots down in your community, and all of a sudden, millennials have more freedom, flexibility, and mobility than any generation in American history. This isn't isolated to one industry or one part of the country. We're all looking for good employees. There are now more jobs than people. U.S. population between 15 and 64 over the next several decades is projected to decline. We're all products of the culture that raised us. When we raise our kids differently, they're fundamentally going to become slightly different adults than the generations that came before them. And when I'm not in the classroom, I'm on a basketball court somewhere, coaching other people's special little angels so they can get another trophy and another necklace for their nightstand. I'm officially part of the trophy problem, okay? And if you're a Gen Xer, maybe you can relate to this meme. And for the boomers in the room, a meme is a picture with words on it. You got smacked with a wooden spoon, you ate your fair share of lead paint chips, you didn't wear a car seat or buckle a bike helmet, you drank out of the garden hose, and you survived it all, right? A generation of survivors. Maybe we're not as used to facing the consequences as the older generation, who are out there by themselves with no parents around to fix things for them. We've been conditioned to have this supervision, this validation, this constant dialogue, and we don't expect that to change when we trade our backpack for a briefcase and we join the workforce. So you have to provide that feedback. You have to earn their trust, because that authenticity, that vulnerability is what they're looking for in a leader. So I'm not telling you, after the conference, go back to the office, walk up to a young professional and say, hey, I'm your new work mom now, okay? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do any of this if you're not comfortable with it. But if the question is, how can we increase our retention rate? How can we cultivate a little bit better sense of belonging and inclusion? Those emotional connections that we make with the young people we work with might mean a whole lot more to them than we realize. What's your annual staff appreciation event? Is there a point system where I can earn benefits and perks? If I can still stay in my mom and dad's health care till I'm 26, then that's not a benefit to me. There are companies that are paying the Netflix subscription of their employees because that's a cool fringe benefit to Gen Z and millennials. I'm going to teach you something about your kids that you didn't know. I'm going to give you something that's going to make it a little bit easier to work with those Gen Z employees. This is a story that needs to get told. Thank you guys so much. I'm Steve Bench.